Filster, I was born ready. I was born hungry and ready. Ready for life, hungry for crisps, mainly.
Greetings, viewer. Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. And Ben's got a full magazine today.
I have. Oh, let me just do something, Filster. I like to change my background record. Can I just say, Higamus Hogamus, really good album. I've had it on all week. Very, very good. So go out and buy it. Support up and coming bands. I'm going to change it for Born Without Bones by Dancer. Not listened to it yet, so I can't tell you anything about it. So, what I've decided, Filster, is while reading this month's Mojo magazine, we will tag Mojo in and hopefully get free magazines off of them. I'm going to test your ability to rate a band and their new album based solely on never hearing it, just the fact that you might know who the artist is.
Okay.
Right. First album out the block is the new album from one of Manchester's finest bands, I would say. It is Audio Vertigo by Elbow. Out of 5, how many did this album get?
In the new Mojo magazine.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't heard this album, so I have no idea whether it's considered to be good compared to their other ones or not. But it's Mojo.
And Mojo quite stringent?
Well, I would think they can be, but I would think they would be generally quite favourable towards Elbow. But I don't know what this album's like. I'm going to guess that Elbow are still darlings of the critics, and they're going to be getting 4 out of 5.
Elbow Audio Vertigo, built from gnarly seed grooves. Their 10th feels suitably landmark. 4 out of 5. I like this word. A panoply of touchstones informs Audio Vertigo. Everything from Arctic Monkeys' recent spy noir till Fela Kuti's grooves to Smithsonian indie. So yeah, I think they really they are digging at the album. What's it got here? Drawn on what? Also name checks Leo Sayer in there as well, and I think there is a song. I can't remember what it was. The single. I think it's called Baloo, after Baloo from Jungle Book. So there you go. Worth a listen, Filster. Worth a listen if I can teach you anything from the Bible of Mojo. Right, next up, Filster. 2 of Manchester's finest sons once again. It's Manchester Heavy to start off with. And it is Sir Liam Gallagher, OBE, MBE, M&S, H&S, B&Q, and Lord John of Squire, and their eloquently titled album, Liam Gallagher, John Squire, because there's no comma to separate the two.
Right. Well, I did read, I've only heard bits of this album, but I did read that it got some good reviews in some places.
We'll have to review this album ourselves.
Yeah, and some fans didn't like it. And I've seen some people online who are music fans whose views I respect, and some of them have not been too forthcoming about this either. So
I think the lyrics seem to get a...
that seems to be a big part of it.
Yeah.
So what would Mojo have given it? I wonder whether have Mojo joined in sort of hyping it a little bit, or have they gone the other way and have they dissed it? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I reckon that they have played safe and given it 3 out of 5.
Liam Gallagher, John Squire, Oasis singer and Stone Roses guitar whiz become the Fab 2. 4 stars. This Manc super duo album possesses a fascinating question. Were some of the ideas here originally for the third Roses LP that never was? So it gets, once again, very good reviews. 4 out of 5. If you go into a restaurant that's 4 out of 5 stars, you're going to eat there, aren't you? So there we go. Next up on the list, I don't think you've ever heard of the Beavis Frond. We're gonna go a little bit left field. Nowhere near Manchester this time. Oh, Phil's gone from a screen. Oh, he's gone. He's disappeared.
The only
He's left
problem
me.
now, Ben, is I'm sorry to interrupt,
Bastard.
but
He's
we've
left me on
lost
my own.
connection. I can't actually
Do
hear what
this
you're
on my
saying.
own.
So
Well,
you might have to
welcome
show me
everybody
or something
to the Ben
until
Show.
it comes back on.
Now,
I'll have
this
to go and
is
reset
where
the router or
we are
something.
going
But
to have a party.
you've totally frozen.
Just going to drink some lemon
and I
and
can't
ginger
hear
tea.
a thing that you're saying. Oh, it says here it's trying to reconnect. My side is
While we're
my
waiting for
side
Phil
of
to
the
come back.
of the bargain is trying to
Let's see if he
reconnect.
does come back. He might have been swallowed
here
by
we
a
go.
crocodile.
You're
There is
coming
one
back.
that lives in his
The
street.
screen's gone totally blank now
Keith
for
the
me.
crocodile. I
Can't
know.
see a thing.
Almost kind of
Oh
like
dear.
he stepped out of a Mr. Man cartoon.
Oh dear.
But anyway, Keith, who lives 4 doors down from Phil, he drives at one of those little rally choppers and he goes shopping to the co-op every now and again. Him and Phil had a little bit of a disagreement over Phil's choice of net curtains.
No, it's
I
gone.
think Phil's back.
Totally gone.
Hello, Phil. Is he back? Who knows? Anyway, they had this. I'm glad you know what you're doing, Phil. So good to see you. Good to see you back. Good to see you decided to turn back up.
After that debacle, I've reset the router at this end. I don't know whether that's going to make any difference, but I can for now see Ben on the other end of my monitor, which is always nice in a way. So I predicted correctly the score that Mojo magazine gave to Elbow's album.
Elbow.
I underrated Gallagher and Squire. So, and then you were starting to talk about some band I'd never heard of, and then I couldn't hear you after that. So,
No, I was going to say you've probably never heard of the Beavis Frond, whoever they are.
Oddly enough, no.
No, I don't think so. So we're going to go with Norah Jones.
Okay.
Norah Jones. It's her. It's an album. I think it's her first album since 2020. It's called Visions. What do you think Mojo have given this album?
Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling that they probably see her as maybe a little bit. Has she gone a bit middle of the road? I don't know. I haven't really heard much of Norah Jones
I'll tell you
in
what it
recent
says
years.
here. It says, "Don't try to second guess Norah Jones. Just when you think you've got her figured out, she'll reinvent herself." Sounds a bit like David Bowie. As she did with 2009's The Fall, which showed her grittier side, and 2012's Little Broken Hearts, an experimental hookup. So there we go.
Maybe they've given her something else. Okay, let's say they've given her 4 out of 5.
They have given a 4 out of 5. Multi-Grammy winning singer-songwriter finds joy in musical rebirth. So that's 4 out of 5. I'm sensing a little bit of a theme here with Mojo's star ratings. But anyway, on to the next one. It's The Black Crowes and their new album, Happiness Bastards. And it's their first studio album in 15 years. So think about 15 years, you were 58, something like that, weren't you? So if you can think that far back, go on.
Well, the Black Crowes started off getting some fairly good reviews early on in their career, didn't they? The critics kind of liked them early on, didn't they? And then I think they sort of went off them a bit. And then the band had a lot of problems as well, didn't they? Maybe they've come back with a bit of a bang. Maybe they've got a 4-star as well. I'm going with that.
You're going 4-star. They have been given, sparked by the Brawling Robinson Brothers' 2019's Recollection, we made the decision to be adults, guitarist Rich said. Happiness Bastards is infinitely better than It's Will Do This. No, this, oh God, better than It's Will This Do. Cover art portends. So it gets 4 out of 5. I didn't read that very well. My reading sucks. But anyway, next up, everyone's favourite 3-piece, if your favourite three-piece is called Gossip. It's their first LP in 11 years. Gossip's new album, Real Power. What do you think it has
Oh,
got?
crikey. Beth Ditto.
Didn't they do that?
Um,
Standing in the way of control. Something
yeah.
like
Debbie Harry really likes Beth Ditto. She thinks she's
that.
great.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've come back with another 4-star album, or maybe they've been given a bit of a 3. I reckon maybe they've been given a 3.
It says here, Real Power, Real Song Power. That is gems galore on their first LP for 11 years. 4 stars. So they're 4-star heavy at the moment. I'm just having a look through. There are some changes to the ratings. We've only got a few more to go anyway, because I don't think you've heard of the band Piss Jeans, have you? That gets
Oddly enough.
four
Oddly
stars
enough,
as well.
no. Yeah.
Right, next up, the Jesus and the Mary Chain. It's their 8th album, and it's called Glasgow Eyes. It says here. It's their 8th album. What have Jesus and the Mary Chain been given?
Well, another of these indie bands who were massively acclaimed in their early days. But what I think, again, I'm pretty sure that the reviews sort of tailed off a bit for them. I don't think they've been raved about in recent times. But what would the critics have given that new album?
I didn't realise they were brothers.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going that they've got a 3.
They've got a 4. The Reed Brothers make peace on 8th album. So another 4-star. I'm sensing a little bit of a but I like the fact that you're keeping us engaged by throwing the odd 3 in there. Oh, here you go. Here's one for you, because you like Sonic Youth. Kim Gordon.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Collective.
Yeah.
What has I think this is her first album since 2019. No home record. What have Mojo magazine given Kim Gordon?
Oh, I've heard bits of this album. It's kind of like a bit industrial techno-ish with beat poetry or whatever on top of it. Well, the critics have liked the album. I know some fans like it. Because it's Mojo and because they're music journalists and because it's Kim Gordon, maybe they've given her a 4-star as well. I'll go with 4.
They have given her 4 stars. It says here, there's something haunting about Kim Gordon's second post-Sonic Youth solo album. Not the gazy drift of the picturesque supernatural, but the thrilling poltergeist racket that comes with a good seance. So, whatever the hell
maybe
that
you
means.
You should try that at the gym, Ben. That might get you pumping the iron at the gym, that one.
I might give that a go. Well, do you know what, Phil? I would predict a riot if I told you that every day I love you less and less. It's the Kaiser Chiefs and their 8th album. Oh God, that's clearly 7 too many. But the Kaiser Chiefs, it's called. I don't know. It doesn't actually tell me. It's actually called Kaiser Chiefs Easy 8th Album. That is the album title, which is awful. Can I just say?
Is this okay? So they're making fun of the idea of a difficult second album, the so-called.
I think so. Yeah.
It's an easy 8th album.
These northern jesters.
It's kind of witty, I suppose, in a way.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I must admit, this is a band that I've never been that mad on. I see them as being a band that are probably good at a festival, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Get everybody going at the festival.
Play the hits. That's what you go. If you're going to see Kaiser Chiefs, you're literally going to see the hits, aren't you?
You want to see
I predict a riot, Ruby, Every Day I Love You Less and Less, that sort of stuff. You're not after the album tracks.
And I must admit, some of those songs have now become a little bit annoying to me, I must admit. put it this way: I know Bon Jovi get a kicking from a lot of people, but I would rather listen to Bon Jovi than Kaiser
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I think I would as well.
I reckon they've been given. I reckon it's either a 2 or a 3. I wonder if they've got dissed. For it, or they've been a bit kind on them. I'll go with 3.
It is 3, and they say album number 8. Nobody predicts a riot. When Kaiser Chiefs were rattling out early career anthems such as I Predict a Riot and Ruby, it seemed though the world was theirs for the taking. It wasn't quite that simple. The well of anthems ran dry around the time frustrated drummer Nick Hodgson left in 2012. I think he wrote all the songs, I've got a feeling. While erratic shows in 2022, we're in a completely different universe. In 2022, suggested all was far from well. Yet here they are for the first time since 2019's Duck, and they're still shape-shifting. Now in a thrall to a post-punk disco of LCD sound system. So, yeah, it's Kaiser Chiefs.
Okay.
Next up, some of Liverpool's famous sons. Well, one of them is from the band The Lars. It's John Power and his band Cast. They're back. This is the follow-up to the 2017 album Kicking Up Dust, and it is called Love Is the Cool. What are we saying about Cast? Now, I really enjoyed Cast's first album, and then they just went downhill after. I think Mother Nature Calling or something like that was the second. I can't remember.
I've never heard any of the stuff after that first record.
Yeah. All changed. 1995 that album came out.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. Well, is it a fine time to give Cast a good review after all these years, or are they? I don't know. I can't think of another one of their songs. But
Sandstorm. You're going to whip up a sandstorm, or are you just going to walk away?
There's a lot of bands from the 90s making records at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I reckon it's been given. What if it's maybe been actually dissed? Maybe they've given him a 2.
Follow up to 2017's Kicking Up the Dust, a cosmic call to arms, says John Power. 4 stars.
Right, okay.
This 7th album sees John Power return to his first instrument, the bass, which he last played in the Lars. He says he was prompted to do so because Love Is the Cool was written to operate in the space between the aforesaid beloved 1990 Lars LP and Cass 1995 debut, All Change. So there we go.
I underestimated the power of John Power by the sounds of it.
You did underestimate the, but will you underestimate? No, there's nothing for Pete Doherty. But the Libertines are returning, Philster. They are returning for a 4th album. All Quiet on the Eastern Esplanade.
Is he in it? I presume he's in it.
He is in it. They're all back. This is their first LP since 2015, or did they have one after that? No, this is the 4th album. This will be the first one in almost 10 years, so 9 years if my math serves me correctly. I do like Pete Doherty as a lyricist, and I do like him as a vocalist as well. So I do quite like the Libertines, I think is what I'm trying to say here. And Carl Barat. Always looked good in a leather jacket, didn't he?
So, critics usually like him, don't they? I'm gonna go with a 4-star for this.
It is a 4-star review again, Phil. The troubled millennial heroes pulled themselves together for a 4th album, and it says here, Anthems for Doomed Youth, the Libertines' first reunion LP in 2015, cast Pete and Carl as condemned soldier poets beneath a tattered Union flag. All Quiet's punning World War I title suggests more of the same, but instead it largely sidelines nostalgic tales of old Albion in favour of songs populated with dealers, migrants and young mothers in juicy culture track suits. So reflective,
Right.
no doubt, of the band's edgy new Margate bass. So there we go. I wouldn't have said Margate is edgy. It's about as edgy as a balloon, isn't it, Margate? I would have
Is
said.
it supposed to be like an artistic hangout now, full of
I think,
sort of
yeah, because I think Pete Doherty doesn't he have a B&B or something like that down that way? So
probably?
yeah. Let me just have a look through, see if there's anybody else you might know. Let's have a look. Oh, Thundercat. I got Sonic Youth have re-released, reissue. Walls Have Ears. Their semi-official bootleg from 1985 gets a proper release. I think this could be the last one, Philster. So, what do you think it has been given?
Oh,
Ooh,
I think it's been given
you,
a 4. I'll go for 4.
I'll go back to the page. It has been given a 4. Released without the band's knowledge and swiftly deleted after they discovered its existence, Walls Have Ears is more than just an elusive rarity within the Sonic Youth discography. Chronicling 2 shows from their first UK tours in 1985, Walls captures the group in a volcanic moment of transition, evolving from the artful nihilism of the Bad Moon Rising album to the bruising psychedelica of Evolve. So I don't think you did too bad. To be fair, a lot of 4-star reviews in Mojo this month, which just says that there's obviously not a lot of tripe out there. Obviously, Steps aren't releasing a new album, or
Obviously not.
or
Nothing
Muse
from
or
S
something
Club
like
7 or anything at the moment. No.
that. Reach for the stars.
So there you go. That was my take on Mojo's reviews. Didn't do too badly.
No,
I think it's about time we reviewed an album, Ben.
I think it is. I think we're going to have to review one, Philster, and we're going to have to do it soon.